Motherfuckers, look at me.
Okay. Hi. Welcome to the Stergo podcast. We're good. It's happening.
Cool. Is there cursing allowed in here?
Yes, cursing is allowed.
Okay, but
no
it's frowned
cancelable
upon.
words.
But it's frowned upon.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I said as the host, I'm going to try not to, but that, I think, went away after, like, the second episode.
You just got frustrated.
So, yeah, not frustrated. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, who am I talking to right now, guys?
Me?
Yes, who are you?
I go by the name Dubby.
Dubby.
A.K.A. Dubbygotbars.
Dubbygotbars.
Government is Caleb. I make music. I do a lot of music making.
Uh-huh.
I slang drinks.
Yeah.
At the bar top. I'm an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Run this cook cabin thing.
It's on the shirt. Check it out.
It's on the tee.
What number shirt is that? What cook cabin number is that?
Actually, the sleeve.
Does it say
the
it?
sleeve came off. It's 7. It said it on the sleeve, but that was an experimental printing process.
And obviously,
came off in the wash
do it again.
the last time.
Yeah.
Just do it better. We'll just do it better next time.
Awesome. Okay, so welcome, Dubby.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on. Can I ask, I like to, with every musical artist I have on, I want them to explain where and how they picked their stage name or how you picked your name. So how did you come up with Dubbygotbars?
Okay. Yes, it's
We're getting into it.
It's
is it a long story or a short
long, but
story?
I can make it short.
Okay.
7th grade AAU basketball.
Love it.
6th or 7th grade, something like that. AAU basketball, right?
Okay.
My coach kept messing up my name.
Caleb?
I refrain from cursing there. Kept messing up my name.
Uh-huh.
So...
What would he say? Caleb?
I don't know. Caleb. Caleb's a normal one.
DJ Caleb!
Yeah, DJ Caleb. Fucking,
my God.
My one football coach kept calling me Cable. He called me
Cable
all the time. I'm like, what is that? Why would you do that?
Wow.
So fucking annoying. But
that's crazy.
Anyway, he kept messing my name up.
Fun.
I was new to the team. These are guys that I grew up around and stuff. And it was my first game. I made a couple shots. They said, we're going to call you Corver. After Kyle Korver, he's a shooter in the NBA.
Okay, awkward. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Korver turned into Killer.
Killer.
Because I wasn't a jump shooter, I was a dribbler. So I was pretty good at getting some people's ankles all messed up. And that was my thing, was dribbling. So it turned into Killer. Then my name became easier to pronounce, I guess, over time. Okay. And they began calling me K-Dub.
K-Dub.
This is all in like 3 weeks.
I was gonna say, like, so this is 6th or 7th grade basketball.
This is just like 3 weeks.
During the
this
season.
Name change.
Yeah.
All these name changes.
Every game you had a different name.
It just practices, whatever. So it went to K-Dub. And then I said, well, my name begins with a C. Oh, all right, C-Dub. Mm-hmm. So I was C-Dub.
Wait. So what was the dub part, though? I guess
it was just there.
It just happened. Okay, so that started the dub. Okay.
So it was like, my name begins with C, so it turned into C-Dub. And then probably a year after that, I don't really know. I got a couple friends that'll take credit for the Dubby naming. I don't really remember how it dropped the C and it became Dubby. Probably like going into high school.
Okay.
Like 8th grade.
And so you were just Dubby at that point.
Yeah, and I think it might have had to do with, I was with a crew called LBC. We were making music or whatever. And when that kind of dissipated is when the name changed. Kind of, I think. My brain is like mashed potatoes sometimes.
Yeah, my head is killing me right now for no reason.
Do you need some Advil?
I took it already.
Oh, wow.
So I literally was telling Nate earlier, I was like, every time I do a podcast, I've had like the craziest, busiest day where I was like rushing until we got to this point and my head hurts or my stomach hurts or something is ailing me. Is that a word? I don't even know. Yeah. So, yeah, right now my head hurts.
Okay.
So
we can reschedule.
Is that what I'm saying? I'm just saying I understand mashed potato brain. Anyway,
yes.
So.
But that's it.
That's how it started. Okay.
There was another name in there, too, during those transitions. It was like a lot of names
Yeah.
at one time, but it was
Tobias.
Tobias.
Sure.
Charlie just made that up.
He's so
just says
annoying. Oh my god.
Junior says Sir Dubberton.
Shout out Junior. We're going there later. We are en
we're
route
going
to a
party.
birthday party
We're going to a
soon.
party.
Shout out Radiance. I want to have Radiance on
Happy
soon
birthday,
too.
Radiance.
Yes, happy birthday.
22 years young.
I don't think she's 22.
Well,
I think she's like
she'll like
26.
that.
She will. She will like that. I think she's our age. Like, right? I don't know. Don't be 22. Sure. Anyway, so you played a bunch of sports when you were younger.
I did play 2 sports.
Okay, so football and basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I mean, when you're young, you play all the
try 'em all.
shit. I
and
did
how long
soccer
were you in
baseball.
football for?
I did football from 3rd grade to freshman year in high school.
Okay. So you were like, screw the
7
varsity
years.
team.
Well, I was just better at basketball.
And you wanted to put that time in
it's
there.
like, let me just... And basketball is something that with all the guys, you can play it all the time, all year.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to do and play.
Yes.
You don't see pickup games of football everywhere.
Right.
So it's just, I played it every
And
damn day.
it could be indoors, so if
Indoor,
it's a crappy
outdoor,
weather day.
So,
yeah.
And at that time in my life, 7th, 8th, moving through high school, it was wake up, see who's around, see who wants to play. We play basketball, go back to the house, maybe listen to some music, do some rap shit, then go back, play basketball again. After that, hey mom, I'm staying the night at JoJo's tonight, and then we make music during the night. And
So,
that was like my summers.
Yeah,
Basketball,
that's fun.
rap, basketball.
So we have to get into it. When did rapping start? Like you said, 6th, 7th grade was when you were doing that AAU team, and Dubby became a thing. But when did Dubbygotbars become a thing?
AAU, kind of. So 4th grade is probably when I started just trying to write shit, really bad shit.
Oh, of course.
But I listened to Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, POD. You had 50 Cent, Eminem kind of trickling in, but the music I really liked was the new age rock. So that's what I kind of wrote for. It was like a little bit, had a little rap thing in it, but it was more rock styled.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing AAU, just being the only white guy around all the time, the music that's being played was not that. So you just kind of, I already listened to rap, but I didn't only listen to rap. And when you play basketball every day, and you're with these guys every day, and that's the music,
that's
like Shoulder Lean is like in my head, like the whole song. Listen to it like 20 times on the way up to a tournament, and I'll never forget it just being like, all right, so this is what's hot. Shoulder Lean, I don't know. And then that's the first time, that was a 7th grade, 8th grade, the first time that I rapped something to the team.
Oh.
It was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Did they think it was
They all
cool?
laughed,
They
but
laughed.
they're like, that was cool, it was cool, yeah, it was cool.
Right.
Probably wasn't. I don't remember what it was.
It probably wasn't, but they were trying to support you.
Yeah.
They laughed at you, so you knew how to start to deal with that if you ever wrote really bad stuff, right? So you got the criticism early on.
I guess so.
Right?
Something
but also the support at the same time.
No, it was
So
it was all good. It was good vibes anyway. So it was just kind of like it was comfortable just doing it with not caring what they thought.
So when did you take it serious, or when did you feel like, oh, I could actually do this if I really want to?
Yeah, I think I just fell in love with going to the studio once I found shout out Jason Schaefer in Mechanicsburg. When I linked up with him early on in high school, heard his sound, heard what he was capable of in the studio, I was just kind of like, wow, this shit is awesome. This sounds way better than the last place we went. This shit sounds good. And then you just kind of get addicted to that. And then, I don't know, it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? So then you know that you can make it sound great in a certain capacity, and it just makes your mind just go. Like, oh my gosh, this sounded great. Like, let's keep it going. And then,
It's a little bit of a high.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I feel like most people that do anything in entertainment, or at least music industry, have somewhat of addictive personalities, right? Or do you agree, or do you think that
Yeah, obsessive sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
perfectionist in some way, or would you not consider yourself a
No,
perfectionist?
I'm definitely one that likes to have everything completed before we approach the next step. Like I don't like to even discuss doing what the next step after this album is.
Right.
Before the album isn't tied down.
Yeah.
Because once you start getting excited about the next step, you forget the little tiny details within the project that you do need to focus on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I get that. We were kind of that way with this podcast. We made sure we had 6 episodes already done and recorded before I announced it to anyone because I didn't know if we were going to go through with it, right?
And now we here.
And now we're here. Yes.
Look at us. This is not a pornographic film.
I'm calling my cat.
And the crowd goes wild.
You're kind of reminding me of Troy Bolton in High School Musical right now.
Troy Bolton?
Because he does that. There's like a part in the
He sounds...
In the third movie.
I'm not. Stop.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I watched a bunch of voiceovers of those, and they're hilarious.
Really? I mean, I'm obsessed.
You gotta watch those voiceovers.
Obsessed with High School Musical.
You gotta watch these voiceovers
Send them my way.
It's like they do the what it actually sounded like while they were doing. So you hear them shuffling their feet and like when they're jumping.
Yeah. For like get your head in the game.
Yes. Yeah. And they're like doing their. It's amazing.
Okay. Is it on TikTok, Instagram, all of it? I have to find it.
That's the only place there's good news.
There's the real news.
Oh yeah, real
only
news.
place there's real news. Yeah.
Is it real news?
I don't know. Anyway, welcome back. We took a short break. Very what's the word?
We took a 4-hour break.
Unconventional, untraditional of us. But we're now going to get into what I normally start the episodes with, which is stay or go, right? So
right.
You know, if you've ever had a situation in your life, experience, time where you decided to stay or to go. So what comes to mind, Dubby, when you think of that?
There's a lot of little things that pop in my brain. I think the most obvious main one is living in Pennsylvania for so long and the music shit and the people I was doing it with kind of came to the realization like they're not really putting in the work and I'm kind of doing it for them and
yes.
Tried to fix that a couple times but it just didn't work out so I just threw it out there. I was like, hey, I told my roommates that I'm going to move to Atlanta in 8 months. So I'm going to stack all this money up for the next 8 months and I'm going to be looking for places now and I'm 100% moving. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay.
8 months on the dot. Came down here. Called up my lady beforehand. Said, hey, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you want to come with me? She's like, hell yeah.
Shout out Teen.
Yeah, shout out to Teen. And made it happen, you know? So yeah, I went.
You went. You goed. Yes, we went.
I goed. I didn't
It's so
stayed.
hard to like. The stay is so easy to talk about, but then when you're going or leaving or
all sorts of
right, so it's harder to come up with the correct word. But yes, so you went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
How did you decide on Atlanta? Because I feel like you are the first of many of us that moved here from PA and from up north.
Yeah.
So. I mean, you kind of are the person that spearheaded the move to Atlanta.
I'm the head of the spear.
Yeah, you're like the leader of the pack, I guess we could say, of PA people. I don't know what you said, so I'm moving on. But how'd you pick Atlanta is my question.
So I was between Atlanta and the Bay Area because I just had a couple music connections in each. So down here, I was working with Jimmy with the H, which is now TJ King. And I was also working with Wayne Chapo, and I was also working with It's one other person I always forget.
And are these all names that you are okay with saying on the pod?
Yeah, that's why I said them.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, no. But I forget the other name.
Okay.
And then I had 2 people out in the Bay Area, but Bay Area, expensive as shit. And it's funny because my first experience of Atlanta was like not good at all.
I was gonna say, so had you been here before visiting or
yeah,
like,
I went on a
touristy stuff?
botched tour here, and that's a whole crazy story in itself. But
like botched, like the show.
like botched, as in the promoters had artists from all around the country fly out, make trips to meet in Atlanta for a tour that's being planned for the last 4 months. And I've been in communication with those promoters for the last 4 or 5 months, and I just had to get there. I didn't have to pay anything, which was cool, but I still promoted this tour that I was going on. And I'm talking Washington State, Cali, New York, Louisiana, Florida. People from all over met in East Point at a very sketchy hotel. And basically the promoter made them pay all sorts of random amounts. Another guy from Washington paid like $400 or $500. Dude, shout out Novi Soprano from San Antonio. He paid like $400 or $500. Other guys pay $600. Crazy. And he just disappeared and took the money and dipped. He showed up at the hotel one time to make sure we had our rooms that he promised. I'm like, okay, we have the rooms. But then after an hour, when he went ghost, I think I was the only one being like, guys, you know that club we're supposed to perform at? I just Googled it. Like, they're not open tonight. And this has been sketchy for the last 4 hours. It's just like, something feels way off.
Did none of you guys look up the club beforehand?
You wouldn't want... I mean, why would you look up the club?
Like, look into where you'd be playing in a couple months or the week before, or...
Yeah, I mean...
Like, he's...
Yeah, I mean, we looked
stuff.
up... Like, everyone looked at a bunch of the spots. Like, we had the schedule. You just see it, and it's like, that place looks cool. I'm not...
So it's like a picture
I wasn't
of it.
about to dive into the... Are they open in a month on this day? Like,
well, next time,
you know what I mean?
now you know. Do that.
But the thing is, when you're in communication the way I was with these people on conference calls and FaceTimes, and for 4 months,
they have
doing
it under
all
control.
this, doing all this shit.
Yeah.
It just makes it seem like, all right, something's happening.
Duh.
But it's crazy because in Kansas City, we had 2 shows in Kansas City, but those were set up by another artist that would join us halfway through the tour and be with us the rest of the way. So those shows were still actually booked. And also another show in Cali was actually booked. So those guys were fucking pissed. They're like freaking out. Like, I have people coming to the show. You guys aren't even coming. This is, and just freaking out. And then, I don't know, long story short, but I don't know, even at the hotel when me and I just picked Novi to room with Novi because he's the first one there. We talked for a while. Even just getting into our hotel room. We got the key card. We opened the door.
Oh, no.
The whole window was smashed in with the rock, and the TV was gone. And check this. It was on the 3rd floor.
Oh, wow.
What the
Someone launched.
The glass was on the inside.
Launched a rock.
It had to be like, you look at it from the outside, you're like, why didn't they try the 1st floor? Like, I don't know. You look on the outside, it's like,
what's the point?
And I was like, is this the only room y'all have? No cars are here. Nobody's staying here.
Yeah. Why would anyone stay here?
Check this fucking room out. And that was just one of many crazy experiences on that Atlanta visit. But that was my first experience. I'm like, that was horrible.
But I'm going to move here.
And then, a year later, it was like...
okay, not so bad.
And it was based off connections.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you did have connections here. Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew if it was like, all right, I'm just going for it.
Yeah,
or
it
then
was
the
a couple music
came.
connections. And then right when I got down here, I linked with a couple of them, met their circles, started linking with them, and just kind of building out from there. So, but I love it here. It's awesome.
I was just going to say, so... You feel like you made a good go decision in moving to Atlanta?
For sure. There's nothing to do in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
No, there's not.
There's
There's
nothing to
not
do.
much to do in lots of parts
And
of
there's nothing to
Pennsylvania.
do in 50 miles in each direction of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Wow. And it's like when we were booking shows up there, it was always Baltimore, Philly, Pittsburgh,
Yeah, you had to travel.
maybe Harrisburg,
Right.
or that one random spot in Shippensburg. What's that place called?
Oh, I know what it is. We went to it
It's
together.
kind of like a warehouse. It's like an art studio, but
The
warehouse.
Not Shippensburg, Stroudsburg. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, it's in Shippensburg.
Oh, you went to that then.
You're thinking of Sherman.
No, Sherman is what
of
I'm
Moose
thinking
Lodge.
of.
No.
No, you're wrong.
Moose Lodge is in Gettysburg.
Yeah, Moose
Oh.
Lodge in Gettysburg. What the fuck is it called? It's like the
It's gonna
like
drive
the
us
warehouse
crazy.
of like the Rello has a bunch. Shout out DJ Rello. He does a bunch of stuff there. Like you had to have been there.
I definitely performed there. Shippensburg?
That's
Yeah,
what he's
It's
saying.
like
Performed there before?
big ass parking
Yeah,
lot.
but you don't know the name.
Looks kind of sketchy, but an inside stage lights. There's an actual recording studio in there that's always locked up.
Have you ever performed in Lancaster?
Yes.
Where?
I performed at the hotel on the square.
You performed in Millersville too, right?
The hotel.
Yes.
Are you?
I
Is he
did
talking
it
about the
in the
Marriott?
gym with Dougie Kent and Jay Bray. On the that was
You
interesting.
performed at the Marriott.
Yeah, the Marriott. That's what
That's
it
so
was.
crazy.
It was interesting.
Nate and I stayed there, 2 years ago for your birthday for a Santa Stumble. Shout out.
Yo, shout out Santa Claus.
We are
Shout out
filming
the big
this
man.
on Halloweekend, hence why I like.
Halloweekend.
Did you not know that's what it's called?
No.
Oh,
Just
okay.
thought it's like Halloween's coming up.
No, it's Halloweekend. It's a thing. It's the weekend before Halloween. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I'm glad to educate you on that
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Not
Thank you for that.
It's really important.
Do you have a costume ready?
No, so this is why I'm literally wearing black and orange-ish, because this year I don't have a party
She's
or
wearing
anything to
brown.
go to.
It's brown.
This is not brown. Okay, listeners.
I know orange if I
look
see
at
it.
the video.
And I see it over there.
Look at the video of this and decide if you think this is more brown or orange. A shade of brown or orange.
Charlie's going to color grade this so crazy, so you're wearing purple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the color.
He's
Yes.
gonna make it so
Absolutely. Every 5 minutes
it'll
just
be
changes.
like what? It'll be like the blue dress or what was that viral thing on Twitter? The blue dress
Yeah,
or
the
gold
blue,
dress? Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be
yeah.
that.
Like, what color
yeah,
is this?
yeah, or like the Yanni and what's the sound one? The Yanni or Laurel. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you not remember that?
Sounds
That was
horrible.
on the radio like recently.
Sounds dreadful.
Anyway, back to Sarago. We're getting a little sidetracked here. So, well, that was really
There
you're
we go.
just about moving, and you were good with moving to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that it?
No,
It's
it's
pretty
cool.
simple.
It's cool. I love it down here. I like the city.
How many years have you been here now?
It's been 5 plus.
5+.
Yeah, 5 plus. Maybe 6. I don't really
You
know.
don't remember the year that you moved here or the month?
Doesn't matter.
I know mine
Doesn't
was July.
fucking matter.
Mine was July 2022.
No, I don't really. Yeah,
No?
it's 5 or 6. You know, they're both basically the same number.
Okay. They are. So you planning to like stay here for the rest of your life till you're old and gray?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. What would you say?
I like it. I
Mhm.
like the people. I like
the stuff
I like
to
the
do.
layout of the city in that it's not like I lived in Philly for a little bit, and Philly
Ugh,
it just
God.
is like tight and
Uh-huh.
concrete. Everything is concrete and tight.
Everything's
Just
terrible.
shoved together. And when
Too
you're in
crowded.
the city, you're in the city. When you're out of it, you're out of it. Here, it's like you can be in the city, but it doesn't feel like you're in the city. There's
Uh-huh.
still trees and forests
Yes.
around, and then you're 5
You
minutes from
sound
Center City.
so much like Nate right now.
Yeah,
Everything-
that's the
Like,
best part about it.
There's
Everything
trees.
up north, too, is, like, no disrespect.
No disrespect.
This is
Would you
major
agree that
disrespect.
it's mad old? Like here, everything's kind of newer.
A lot of modern stuff.
This house was built in like the 70s. Most of the houses here are built in the 60s, 70s. Like up
Mm.
north, you could have a 100-year-old house, 200-year-old.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a lot newer.
I can't really tell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's
I don't
he's
know.
not
I
as
mean,
observant as
I
you
think-
are with
I
the
think-
age of homes.
I think the house I lived in Littlestown before moving down here was at least 60 years old and literally was about to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
infrastructure here is like up north. It's like
No one can see your hand gestures.
He moved his hand up like this. It's the infrastructure's
The
up
infrastructure
here.
is high up. Okay.
I don't know. PA
Anyway.
has better roadways.
You what? Oh, I was like, huh? There's so many
That part of the
potholes.
infrastructure
What?
in PA is done a little better,
Okay.
I would say.
So how many different places have you lived in since you?
Wait, we're still on infrastructure. Go ahead.
Well, I'm talking about apartments and homes. Oh, sorry.
Almost. Better.
How many places have you lived in since you moved here? Because this is only our second one.
Just 2. We did an apartment.
Oh, okay.
Apartment
You're at
right
2
by
as well.
Pond City Market.
Love.
Talk about the best location.
Yeah, the
best
Beltline.
location.
Oh my
I
God,
missed
that's
that
amazing.
apartment. I wish I still had it.
Really.
The house that we're in now is fire.
Phenomenal, beautiful
But
house.
That location and just
Yeah.
the layout of the apartment was just
really?
so dope.
Wasn't
I
this the
loved
one
it.
that you guys complained about being on the 5th floor all the
Yeah,
time?
well, it was just expensive. Well,
What were the cons?
teen wanted to get a dog so bad because at the time she didn't teach yet. So
What was
I had
she doing?
I had a job. That's the thing. She was just doing whatever. And you're in a small apartment. She was getting bored. I want a dog. I'm like, I don't want to get a dog. It's too much responsibility, blah, blah, blah. And we're in an apartment, blah, blah, blah.
Pet rent.
So, for
That's a
2
thing.
weeks, for fucking 2 weeks every day, look at these pictures of these dogs. Look at these dogs. Hey, can you go with me to look at these dogs? We're just going to look.
Okay,
bet.
Window shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there, and I'm like, I love dogs.
Of
So I know
course.
if I go here, I'm like,
I'm gonna fall.
I'm
in
going
love.
to love all these dogs. Yeah, anyway, so we got a fucking dog, but
Which one was first?
Willa,
Willa.
little brown dog. Pop the
She's
picture
a
up.
cutie. Yeah.
Willa.
Throw a picture. No, we're not gonna go that hardcore.
But as a puppy, you want a potty trainer. So I had to carry her down 5 flights of steps like 4 to 5 times a day.
Oh my god.
Middle of the night, just run her down. She couldn't do the steps yet. She was too tiny.
Oh, I wish I could meet
I got
Willa.
cardio in every day. I was
It was
running.
a workout.
And it's just too long of a thing to take the elevator down this hallway, down this. Nah, just run down the steps. So that was a pain in the ass. That's probably where I complained about the 5 stories.
I see. And probably with moving the stuff
but-
into the place.
Oh, that was miserable. That was
moving
the worst.
is one of like.
That was the worst.
I honestly love it to an extent because it's fun to build a new home. But the whole moving itself, putting things in a vehicle and having to go up steps and through little doorways is so awful.
That was a shitty experience. And we had me, Teen, and 3, if not 4 other people helping us with everything. We had so much help, and it was still absolutely horrible.
Yeah. I want to
So much
thank
distance.
you for helping us move into this place. You're the only person that helped us. We only really asked 1 or 2 people. We are minimalists, or we like
Whoever
to
that other
claim-
person is.
We don't say a name. We just
You fired.
appreciate you for doing that
Yeah.
day because it was a hot,
I
sweaty.
still didn't get my $100.
You didn't? I thought you did something for him. Didn't you do like some service, some cover art or something? Okay.
I don't give a shit. Thank you for the cover art. I don't even know what it's for. It's probably cabin shit. Was it cabin art?
Probably because it was
Something.
May when this happened and you had one in March, right?
It's like 10, so I was like, 2 of them are free.
I just saw Junior move in last week.
Wait, what?
He didn't even offer me a hot pocket.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Wait a second. They moved somewhere else?
Yeah, they're in a new.
So their new
spot.
place is brand new?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's in a
so
new apartment.
exciting.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
It's definitely cool. It's a cool spot.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah, and his move was pretty easy too. Because he also had True and Kai there too, so we could get it all in there pretty easily.
Good job. You're the go-to mover.
Hey, shit,
apparently.
I had shit on Craigslist and PA trying to make extra money. I helped some old ladies move a couple times. That
a gentleman.
shit is weird.
What a gentleman
That
helping
shit is
old ladies.
weird.
Did they like?
They say, we got a couple boxes. You walk in, they got like 6,000
Old
things. I'm
women-
like, y'all were lying.
Old women are hoarders.
Yes, that's
They
what
are
it was.
hoarders.
That's what it was.
110%. I will not be an old woman hoarder. I am a minimalist now, and I will continue to be.
You a damn lie.
Okay, so
She a damn lie. Wait till she turn 25, then she gonna have a bunch of shit in her house.
I'm already 26.
She's gonna have a bunch.
Anyway,
shit.
should we get into it? The fun part. Do you have anything else about Atlanta that you want to talk about with your stay or go?
Atlanta starts with an A and ends with an A, so it's an
Fun
onomatopoeia.
Is that what an onomatopoeia actually is?
No.
No. I can't remember. I'm thinking of
Onomatopoeia is
oxymoron.
like boom,
Okay.
splat.
And then an oxymoron is something like that doesn't
Is
make
it Charlie?
sense.
It's Schoolboy Q. Oxymoron.
Oh, shout out Schoolboy Q. I bought that album on CD. I still have it.
Do you
still.
know that we met Schoolboy Q? Has he told you that story?
No.
Oh my God, really?
Hershey Park.
Oh wait, I'm gonna tell the
Really?
story.
He was just chilling out?
No, so listen. Let me tell the story. Sorry to all my PA family and
You went
friends
to
that
Hershey Park.
already know this story. So it was my 21st birthday, and I wanted to go to Hershey Park, so Nate took me to Hershey Park for my birthday on my 21st birthday.
You're lucky.
I was. And so we were in line for the Great Bear. Shout out Great Bear. Best ride
Yes.
ever.
Fucking awesome
Ever.
roller coaster.
Right.
Best one there.
Best one there. We're in line. And we're literally talking about face tats because at the time Nate was like, "I need to like change my image. I need to get like a face tat so like people recognize me."
I've been
or like,
telling him that, yeah.
yeah, great. So I literally turn and I'm like, "Wait, that guy has a face tat. Nate, look at this guy." And he's like, "That's Schoolboy Q." And
That's
I'm
wild.
like, "I don't know who that is."
Were people coming up to him?
There were all little 6th graders around. It was like a
band
field trip. It was like a science,
They were around
like
him?
physics thing. No, not
The
surrounding
whole-
him.
The whole park was full of like
Kids.
it
They
was,
had
like,
no
a
idea
band,
who he was.
Yeah.
Science Olympiad or like band
Yeah, it
or
was something
Yeah.
like that. No idea who he was. So like Nate turned and was like, "Oh my God." And he's in the line next to us and he was like, "Yo, Q," and shook his hand. And I'm like, "Oh, that was cool, Nate."
That was fire.
And so we realized then that Kendrick Lamar's concert was that night at Hershey Park Stadium. And
Oh,
so he was
shit.
opening and part of that tour. What was the name of the tour?
So
That's
that's...
the opening.
Mom-
I know, he was
Top Dog
part the Top Dog tour. That's what it
Shout
was.
out Top Dog.
Shout out Top Dog.
Top dog.
Sign these guys right here. Charles Infamous, Dubbygotbars. Anyway, so then we rode the ride. He's literally directly behind us. He's the row behind us on the ride. And during it, Nate and I are talking before the ride actually went off. You can't talk during the roller coaster, right? You don't talk during the ups and twirls and whatever. But he's like, "Go get your bag," because you know you got to put your bag in a little pouch thing. So I'm going to get my bag. He's like, "I'm going to try and see if I get a picture," right? And then his security guard was like,
He
"Mighty
said,
big."
hell no.
Yeah, he like was like,
Hell
"No, we're not doing
no."
pictures. He's been no one's recognizing him, so we're trying to keep it that way." And then he was like, "But are you guys going to the show tonight?" And we're like, "No, we didn't even realize there was a show tonight." And then I was like, "We're here for my birthday." And he's like,
Ooh.
"Oh,
Ooh, okay.
it's your
You-
birthday."
You're putting it in
So
the
then
mix.
he like gave Nate his number and did like a little will call thing, and Nate put in his phone number and name, and then we went to will call that night. We were on the 15th row.
Hey, that's fire.
Yeah,
Shout out to the security guard.
yeah, he really was.
Shout out Kendrick Lamar's security guard because I see him with Kendrick like on. Like,
So that's who it
TMZ.
actually was,
Yeah,
is
he
Kendrick
still is.
Lamar's.
That's his
Shout out, he was so tall, is all I remember. He towered over me.
Oh, the
He's
security
a giant.
guard. I thought you were
He's
saying
like-
Kendrick.
Yes, no,
He's
well,
like one
shout
of
out
Kendrick's,
Kendrick
like,
too.
day ones. Like he's been his security since like fucking Section 80.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a cool story.
thank you. It's like
That's
one
cool
of the
that
only
they-
cool stories
They
I have.
went through with
Well, we were
like, getting you
panicking
on
at
there.
first because when we first went to will call and like said his name, the lady at the will call was like, "I don't see anything here." We're like, "What? Did he like scam us and say we were gonna get tickets and then not give them to us?" But then she like called someone else and we got the tickets.
that's fire.
Yeah,
That's super dope.
it was cool. It was a good, memorable 21st birthday for
That's
me.
very cool.
Yeah.
I haven't met very many.
I was gonna
famous
say, do you
people.
have any celebrity stories or any like
I got,
close
like,
encounters?
Yeah, opening for Big Sean was probably like the coolest.
That's really cool.
It was cool because
I didn't know that.
Boy.
What year do you
boy,
think?
I do it.
What year? What location? Where were you at?
Fucking year.
Try and remember with your mashed potato brain, please.
Maybe 20. I would say 2013. Actually, I think it was 2013.
Oh my god, do you want to know what grade I was in 2013? Or will you feel like you're old?
But you're 26 now, so
So what grade was I in 2013?
you were a sophomore in high school.
Yes, I was.
Boom.
Good job. Sophomore year was one of my
Cheers.
favorite years. What about you? High school, favorite year? What would you say?
Favorite year,
Yeah, favorite grade, I guess, is what it is.
senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. All right, back
I
to
was
Big
balling.
Sean.
I was hooping on him. Getting it.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one
Goddamn
in the
my truth.
basket. You guys probably have no idea
Yeah,
what
that's
song that
Swish
is.
Swish
Swish,
by
swish,
Taylor
bish.
Perry. Oh, that was,
It's about
that's 'cause
Taylor.
of the Swiftie stuff.
Yes, but it's Katy Perry.
Katy
Good
Perry.
job. Okay.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she did all. I saw her form in that video. It was horrible.
Oh.
Her fake jump shots
Her
are
form.
fucking horrible. I hate
Oh
when
my-
I hate when people do
You
basketball
hate when
stuff.
girls do basketball. Is what you're just about
no,
to
just
say.
Disney Channel does it all the time. Somebody plays basketball, but they're just
Troy
an actor.
Bolton. We're
Oh
bringing
my
it back to High
God.
School Music.
I'm like, y'all need a stunt double for these fools. Like, this dude can't fucking hit the broadside of a barn.
I bet I could do better. Yeah, you're about like to say no, you can't.
Stay or go.
Okay,
No
wait.
comment.
We were talking about Big Sean.
Yes, I
Go
met
back.
Big Sean. It was cool.
Was he nice?
Yes, no, he was very dope. We were going to the bed. Me and my dude Ty, who was like my, I guess like hype man at the time. He
Oh,
did-
you
I
had like a
he-
set hype man that
kind
like
of.
came
He
to
did.
your
We
shows?
made music, but
That's hilarious.
he just did shows with me, and he would have like a verse on something, but mostly would be like doing the background shit, hyping shit up, and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Clap everybody. That kind of bullshit.
You need that.
Yeah.
Nardwire.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ow, my legs.
That impersonation of a hype man was perfect.
Thanks.
But anyway, we were trying to go to the bathroom. We're at Slippery Rock University. This is like my
So this
biggest
is
show.
in PA, people.
Yeah, PA, up near Pittsburgh. We're trying to go to the bathroom. Big security guy there. You can't go in. Big Sean's in there. Like, you have to wait till he comes out.
Whoa. Wait a second. This is like how big of a bathroom? Like the one for everybody or like a backstage bathroom?
And it's like for everybody.
And
it's like-
he
It's
can't.
like
Is
a
he taking a
college
shit?
bathroom
He can't
in
have
a
people go in there?
activity center. Like, it's a big ass bathroom.
Okay, so he
So-
had it all to himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I mean, no matter who goes in there, they're probably gonna berate him in some way.
Oh,
You know what I
see,
mean?
I'm
They're just
thinking it was
avoiding
like a
that.
diva type thing. Like,
No.
no one can go in the bathroom when Big Sean is in the bathroom.
I mean, yeah, in a sense, but he doesn't
It's
want
for
to be
security
pissing. And you don't want
purposes.
you don't want to be famous and be pissing, and someone's trying to talk to you.
yes,
And it's
I
just an
get it.
awkward place to do that.
I get it
But
now.
anyway, he came out and he was kind of shooing us away. And this always annoyed me with all the openings that I've done with Ty. He has a very annoying characteristic of always trying to interact with the celebrities, even when he's like just extra as shit. I'm like, all right, we'll just wait till he's done. Like, he's trying to get us out of here, like, whatever. Big Sean comes out, and Ty say, yo, Sean, we've been fucking with you for a long time. My man Dubby been playing your shit for the last 4 years, which is very true. All of his old shit, I play that shit at parties. It was crazy. This is top 5 rapper in my life.
Oh,
So
okay, we'll get
just
into
the
it.
fact that I was opening for him was like a crazy thing for me. But
And meeting him.
and I wouldn't have said that out loud.
No.
Like, he said that. But whatever.
Did you
And
think
he's
it was
like,
embarrassing?
hey, yeah, I was indifferent, but I just
Okay.
thought it was embarrassing that he's yelling at Big Sean,
Got
past
it,
the
got it,
security
got it.
guard,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just basically like, hey, like, we've been working on this music shit for a while. We've been doing a bunch of shows. Like, it would mean the world if you could watch us while we perform.
Oh.
He's like, bet, yeah, I'll check it out. And I remember just, we're on stage. It's 4,000 to 5,000 people. Just
Wow,
crazy.
that's a
It was
lot.
It was fucking stupid. Stupid.
Is that the
And-
biggest crowd you ever performed to?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were doing the thing, and I remember a song or two in, the next song that was coming up, I didn't feel like it fit the vibe that we have now made. So I turn around to tell my DJ to skip that one, go to the next one. I saw Big Sean in the corner on backstage just watching the whole thing. And even down to the last song, he was still there, like,
Wow,
chilling,
I
watched
got
the whole
goosebumps.
shit. Yeah, it was
That's
really cool. So for him to actually take the time to do that before he went on, because
Right.
it was just us
Right.
and him.
Yeah.
So it was
So
cool.
he kept to his word.
Yeah, and
That's
then
awesome.
met him after and just dapped him up and stuff. And he's
Nope.
shorter than I would have thought, but
Are you short, or he's taller than you or shorter than you?
No, he's probably 5'8".
Okay.
5'8".
And what are you?
5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Just been eating broccoli, trying to get to that 6.
Okay. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Views from the 6.
Cheers to that. So that's a fun story.
You gotta pause that.
Well, the camera's paused, not the recording.
Yeah.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah.
So I'm like, Nate, you gotta.
We're rolling.
Okay, we're rolling. So back to the Stay or Go jingle that Nate
Cut that
has.
smoke out.
Cut it
Cut
out.
that hit out.
We don't post the whole video podcast.
You don't tell me.
It's just little snips on Instagram.
I got you.
No, but
Go into his shit. Stay or go.
The Stay or Go jingle is fucking fire. Shout out my man
you-
Charlie for
He doesn't-
killing the jingle.
apparently he doesn't like praise. But anyway, the fun story about that.
He don't like praise, but he likes
Praise.
pretzels.
I want to focus on the guest.
I know, that's great. But I do want to say that it's really funny, even for the listeners, that he did not create that song for this podcast. He already had that song.
It sounded familiar.
Yeah, you have definitely heard it
sounded
before. It's
familiar.
old. How
but
old?
that's dope that it just worked.
It worked.
It was when
Yeah.
I was in my
Where?
unreleased neo soul, like R&B phase. Like
I have no
years
idea
ago.
what that means, but that's okay.
It's a lot of genres for one phase.
Yes. Okay. So now we're gonna get into the fun part, or what I can. Not that this hasn't been fun, Dubby. Don't take offense. That's not what I'm saying.
We haven't had fun yet.
Look at my smile. I've been having a great time.
All right.
We're gonna get into the most fun part, I
Okay.
think, of the episodes, which are where we do kind of like rapid fire, stay or go with
Boom,
like.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, with like trendy topics. Not trendy topics, or just kind of like pop culture things.
Okay.
I guess.
I love pop and culture.
Same.
Let's get it. Let's hit
Okay,
it.
so the first one, again, these were created by me and Nathan together today. For what?
AKA ChatGPT.
I don't even know what ChatGPT is. I've heard all about
Yes,
it.
you do.
I've heard it, but what is it? What does it do?
Just answers all your questions.
It's like Siri.
No, it's better.
it's AI.
It just does.
So where do you access
You
ChatGPT?
just type in chatgpt.com and it will pop up.
Okay.
And then you just, in the search bar, you sign up.
What if
Free.
I typed in my name? What happens?
It will be like, what do you want?
I don't
You
know.
gotta ask it something or tell it something. Like,
This
how...
is like me being totally genuine right now. I have no idea
just,
how it
you
works.
can literally say, like, I'm starting a podcast.
Uh-huh.
Give me a marketing plan for a podcast. And we'll give
Okay.
you like 4 pages of marketing plan
Okay.
from top
So
to
have
bottom.
you used it yet?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Oh, and what do you think? What would you rate it? Would you say Chat GPT stay or go?
Stay for sure.
Okay.
It's like Google. It's like what I used Google for, but immediate answers rather than finding links and seeing if they have
seeing if
what
it's
you want.
reliable.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I'm searching, but the internet is terrible right now, and it wants me to download the app, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, back to this. So, we're going to say stay or go for Harry Potter.
Like
So stay means you like
Like, I
it. Go
want it to
means get away. I hate it.
oh yeah, stay. Harry Potter is dope. You know they're probably gonna remake that shit in like
Probably.
a couple years.
Yeah, they
And
already are
start
like
all over.
they're already making like a prequel right now to one of the Hunger Games. They're doing a prequel for the Hunger Games, and they
That's not Harry Potter.
no, I know what you just said. They're probably gonna make a reboot.
But I fuck with Harry Potter.
Have you read any of the books when you were a
Yeah,
kid?
I did 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you gave up.
I didn't give up. I just stopped.
You gave up. Is
It's
what I'm
just
hearing.
like that 5th book is just they just kept getting bigger
Yeah. So
I
you gave
stopped
up.
at 4 too.
You guys, are you kidding me?
because the 4 were like there, and then they kept adding them,
Uh-huh.
and it's like the 4 were just like I don't know the main
Okay.
thing. I don't know.
So, what is your favorite book of the 4?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
A great one. And then what about with movies? Have you seen all the movies then?
Yeah, so mashed potato brain, like they kind of blend together. Obviously, the first one sticks out because he's so young.
They're babies.
and whatever.
Yeah.
But A lot of the other ones kind of blend together. I don't know. I don't remember
Okay.
what is what.
Do you want to know the reason why I'm asking about Harry Potter?
Because you like Harry Potter.
Yeah, but it's because I know you love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you were going to be like a Harry Potter hater because you're like Lord of the Rings, or if they're even comparable.
No, there's definitely plenty of room in my what I like that I
Okay.
can like both. Some people are weird about that.
Yeah,
but
like
Lord of the
some
Rings,
people are stands.
Lord of the Rings is
for...
definitely my shit. Way cooler than Harry Potter. But
Okay.
Harry Potter's still cool.
How many books are there for Lord of the Rings? Did you
I mean,
read any of them?
it depends.
Oh, they're like different parts.
Yeah, so you
Kinda
got the
like
main
Star Wars.
3, but then you got the Hobbit in the beginning. Then you got the Silmarillion 1 and 2 before that shit.
This is
And
what
then
I
you got all
want.
these side stories. You know, like what I don't know. What even Harry Potter now has like little side books.
Right,
The
the
history
Cursed
of Quidditch
Child.
and shit.
Yeah, there's different
Shit like
stuff.
that. You know what I mean? So.
Nobody does it better than Star Wars, though.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
Star Wars is an infinite galaxy of just you can make
So
up anything and
much.
add it to the storyline.
Yes.
Like it will never stop.
No, and
All you
we
gotta
love
do is
it.
tie in a character that's been
Just
around.
one character
Just
or
tie one
one
in.
or planet. Yeah.
Tie in.
TIE fighter. Oh wow.
Pun intended.
Guys, did you hate that from me and
I
Nate
know.
just now?
It's a bar.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. So earlier you said I love how Nate was like, I'm not going to talk at all during this episode.
And now
now
he
you
won't
won't
shut up.
shut up. Thank you for finishing my sentence.
Shout out the White Truth.
Okay, so White Truth. What is that?
The white.
Explain it.
So the first time we were out fucking around in Gettysburg, a bunch of guys at my buddy Skeet's house, and we were playing some shit. Shout out my boy Skeet.
There have been so many shout outs
We
during
were
this
playing
episode. It's great.
we were playing one of my songs that I just recorded with some of the guys in the car. We're all outside around the car. And it was just a song playing, and it was cool, whatever. And my dude Fess, Fess, I played ball with all these guys or whatever, and he was like, "Okay, Dub, man." And he went over to my brother who was there, and he was like, "Yo, he the White Truth, man." So now I just use it whenever me, Charlie, and True are in the same room, or we make a song together. I'm like, "It's the White Truth."
Because you're all the white boys of your rapper clique, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I don't. Okay.
It's not that deep.
It's not. It's just
not.
silly.
It's
Okay.
It's just silly.
It's from
but
a
I always
story.
thought it was like a very. I've never heard that. Like when Fess said it,
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It's like the White Truth. It's interesting.
All right. There's your answer, people.
Yeah, but now it sounds pretty lame. So
Loser. Y'all are losers. Okay.
shout out to our sponsor, Monster.
One day. No, I do not support energy drinks need to go.
Except for insert our sponsor.
No.
Except for
Energy drinks are so bad for you. Did you see the recent article you just showed me yesterday? Panera Bread.
Did they say
they're killing people? Certain energy drinks at Panera Bread have killed people.
energy drinks.
Yes.
At Panera Bread.
Yes.
The charged
I'm
The
sorry.
first
I'm probably
issue-
screaming
The first
into this
problem
mic.
here
Is
y'all-
energy drinks at Panera
No,
Bread.
y'all are going to Panera Bread.
I don't go to Panera Bread. It was online.
Oh, well then don't worry
I'm
about it.
allergic to gluten. I can't have bread.
I know, but you know, I mean,
They don't
got
do
soup.
anything. No, they don't. Anyway, energy drinks go because they're really bad for your
Yeah,
heart.
they're definitely bad.
Okay.
They're definitely bad for you. But
Remind me, I got a monster in the fridge that you can.
Because someone
I don't
left
need
it
to.
here.
I don't need
Two
to.
will kill him, Nate. Okay.
But I drink those way too much.
Yeah, you need to stop that.
It's
If
just
you
like
want to live longer.
I've heard the bad things about all the Starbucks
All the
shit,
stuff.
all the
Yeah.
Starbucks. I'm like, I just need caffeination,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm used to.
Okay.
Coffee's hot.
Going again.
So
Back
then-
to, you said earlier, top 5 favorite artists, rappers. You said Big Sean. Now I want to ask you, is Lil Wayne in this category?
Yeah, he's number one. He's the man
So he's a stay.
for sure.
Yeah. Have you ever had any phases of his career that you were like, I don't like
I mean,
that
I
music.
think over the
don't
last
like-"
couple years, his tonality has changed. He's pretty set on maintaining the auto-tune through in all of his verses. when at a certain stage he would kind of do it, I don't know, 50-50. And a lot of times he's just rapping, so I would prefer him to not have the autotune on. But
we still love you, Lil Wayne.
he just has, I don't know, he has the most inspiring music in terms of lyricism to me, and like, you know, half of my top 20 songs of all time are all his. You know, it's just crazy. He's just fire, and he's still lyrically potent with everything he does now.
Yeah.
So
I've heard stories of people working with him that were like insane of how quick he can come up with a song, like a fire song.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, but yeah, he's definitely the GOAT in my eyes, especially with just the amount of shit he's able to do.
Yeah, that's great. Shout out Lil Wayne. If you ever hear this, Dubby wants to work.
And he's a Green Bay Packer fan, which makes him the man.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
your team.
fucking man.
Oh,
Packers are
man.
the best. I'm a cheesehead for life. Remember that.
Yeah.
They play the Vikings tomorrow.
I hope.
They're gonna fuck them up.
Well, when this episode drops in like December, we'll see.
And we're gonna be like, they lost.
Yeah.
They had a good chance of losing, but yeah,
this is
they're
not.
doing
I
too
feel like I don't want to keep going on tangents, but it's also fun, so I'm gonna do it. What do you think about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
well. Good for them.
Okay. No rest. Oh my God, I can't speak. I was gonna say
I
no
think-
comment, but he commented, so then I was like, I can't say
The
no
NFL's
comment.
definitely using it as a.
The NFL is using it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely. I mean, she's like
She's a
one of the most
billionaire.
popular artists in the world, so it's like it just they can use it. Like you got Taylor Swift fans wearing Kansas City gear.
You know what was this? Whoa! Oh my God! It is too late into. I can't even speak. It was so embarrassing. The first one after they were seen together, there was fans that like literally wrote like Kelsey wrong. Like they spelled it Kelsey or something.
yeah.
And it's like, do your research. Literally Google Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift, and you would see the correct spelling.
Didn't even look it
They
up.
didn't even try. They didn't even try.
Yeah, I'm not.
That was embarrassing on a Swifties behalf right here. It was
It is
super
pretty crazy.
embarrassing.
It's crazy that it's so. I don't know.
Mediafied.
Yeah, like they
don't
really
know if
like
that's a
it,
word.
but it's just like they just show her in Kansas City games like 20 different times. She's just
So I haven't
sitting
actually
there
watched
like
one.
a normal person watching the game,
Yeah.
and they
Living her
just
life.
keep showing it. And I'm like, that's her. We
She's
know
there.
what she's doing. She's watching the game.
It's like when you're like my dad when he watches like the Toronto Raptors play or whatever.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
with
they keep
Drake.
putting it on Drake.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
Well, Drake
But
and Taylor, two
at
of the biggest artists.
At least Drake is courtside and he's interacting with players and yelling, and he's like there.
He's there,
He's
so it makes
on the
sense that the
actual
camera's
court.
there. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but they're showing her in the big
the box.
suite, 300 feet in the air, and she's just sitting there like this.
Having a good time.
And it's like, how many times are we gonna show her? She's just there watching the game.
Right. She didn't ask for them to be showing her
I know,
24/7.
but it just gives. I think it just another little branding thing for the NFL to
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
generate some more.
They've definitely made some bread off of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay or go. Tipping.
Tipping?
Nate made that one.
Fucking stay.
Yeah.
If you don't tip, you're a clown.
Okay. This is why we
You're a
want to talk
fucking
about it.
clown.
Because
If you don't tip, you shouldn't have got the shit to begin with. Now, I'm not talking about
Amen.
this new shit that people are doing services and throwing a random tip on in a service industry that doesn't require tipping. Like,
so what is that? Because I think that's something we could talk about. Where do you tip and where do you not tip?
I'm trying to think of
Like at a hotel nowadays.
examples.
At a hotel, do you tip? Because I always was taught to like leave something for the housekeeper, like the people that.
Yeah, I think
Is that a tip?
I
place?
think that's cool. You can just put a 5 there. You can put a
Okay.
10 there
Uh-huh.
or something.
Okay.
But
Jenny's ice cream. They ask-
Jenny's
they turn
ice
it around
cream.
for you. You get the ice cream.
Oh yeah, that drives us crazy.
Jenny's
No, not
ice
that.
cream.
It's when it's because they're still serving.
And-
they're still doing something for you.
Yeah, but we're also like you're paying for that, but at the same time, it's like for that. What I don't like is like, okay, if we got a bunch of ice cream and the total's 30, a lot of those tipping things don't say something reasonable for minimal work, $1, $2.
Right,
They
right.
say 20%.
20%,
15,
15%,
20,
yeah.
25%. And it turns into this bigger amount that you're like, I've never tipped an ice cream person before. They're making their hourly. There's a tip jar. If I have extra change, I'll throw it in. But
Yeah.
now when it pops up, I still do it because I like to stay true to tipping. But if it's like something I'm like, okay, I've never tipped for this before. Like, this is kind of weird. I definitely go lower spectrum.
Right.
But if you're door dashing, if you're at the main one is if you're at a restaurant.
Yes. Or a bar.
Because people
100%.
don't understand. They're like, they're doing their job. No.
You
These
make like
people,
$3
yes,
an
they
hour.
don't make any money on their hourly. Their money are the tips. And that's why if there's good service, you need to reward them. If it's shitty service,
You still give a
you
tip.
still got to give something, but it's just lower.
Right, right.
And it's
So
like,
what would you say, I guess, let's say at a restaurant, what is your normal percentage of a tip that you would give? Like 20 is
30,
almost like
30%.
30. Wow. See, we've just
And if
been
the
doing
service
20.
is good, I might go up from there. But I'm in the service industry,
So you get it, right? So that's
Yeah.
like the thing I've always heard and felt like, okay, 20 or more is good. When I hear anything under 20, I'm like offended that people do that. But now I'm like, you're saying 30, I gotta up my game.
Well, you don't have to up it. That's where I worked for so
Yeah.
long. So it's like I appreciate it when that's done, especially if I do a good job.
Right.
You know, I'm going to tip anyway. And I always think of it this way. It's like, if you were going to tip 20% on this $100 bill, it's like, what is $5 more? You just spent $100 something. What is
Right.
$5 more? It's only going to make them be like,
Happier.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're willing to spend that amount, even with DoorDash and shit, they give you the 3 options. You want to tip 5, 6, 7. It always sits at 6. Like, that's what the automatic pick is. But it's like, to me, it's like, what's $1 more? I'm already buying this. What's another $1? I'll just pick the bigger one. It's $1.
I somewhat
You know?
agree, somewhat disagree.
But if
Right.
Faster too.
Well, yeah, that's the pro. If people
Yeah.
will
DoorDash
be
people,
happier.
like, let's
Yeah.
go.
every DoorDash I've ever got, I always pick the higher one. Just because it's always just $1 more than the middle one.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So then what would you say if it's really bad service, which luckily I don't feel like I've ever really had besides like waiting time. Like it's just a busy night, so I don't get it. But what would you go down if your 30 is your regular for really good? What would you do?
It would really
tip-wise?
be, that's like very circumstantial, I would
Okay.
say. That I got to see what's
Yeah.
going wrong.
Yeah. Is it like rudeness of the waiter? Is it like the
It-
food is terrible? Is it
Rude. I've
wrong?
only once in my life had to go up and find the manager and be like, your server is acting a fool. And
What do you think was going on? Were they like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was acting like mad that we were there and the whole place is
mad
packed.
that you're out to eat?
The whole place is packed. Like, she would take the order kind of, and we're still talking, and she would just walk away. It's like, we're still talking. Like, there's
Right,
still more
we
to
still
the order.
have more to order,
So we
yeah.
had to keep finding her, and then every time we would pull her aside, be like, hey, like, we weren't done. We just wanted to add, like, fries and a side of mayo, whatever.
Right.
And she would get mad. And every time, mad. And one time, she, like, threw the mayo on the table, like, the little package. Just threw it and walked away.
And did
I'm
it like spill
fuck
on
it.
any of you?
No, but it
Oh.
was just like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
You're throwing
What
stuff
are you
at us.
fucking doing,
Yeah,
dude? Like,
wow.
we have just been, a lot of people will sometimes will say that they haven't been rude to the server or something like that. And
They're almost always lying.
yeah, well, I don't know. Some people say, I didn't do anything. Yeah, well, you kind of did. But we literally didn't do anything.
right.
Like, it was just kind of like regular, just sitting, hey, guy, hey, how you doing? Hey. And she was like, "Rrr, I fucking hate being
Angry.
here. And then-
Okay, man.
yeah.
So it
But-
depends on the situation.
Yeah, so that time she got like $5 on like a 90.
I don't
And
know
that
what
was,
the percentage
That was
is.
generous. That was
Yeah.
generous because
Close
she
to
was actually
5%.
fucking rude.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah. And the last one I have here that now I feel like it's weird to ask, but we're going to go for it. We were talking about Halloween earlier, and stay or go, slutty Halloween costumes.
Stay. Just forever stay.
My goal was that you were going to say stay only if they're on My Woman teen. But no, you're saying
That
stay
is
to all.
That
Not a teenager.
you saying that remark is very cornering. But
Okay.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying in the generalization,
They should stay.
they should stay
Okay.
because they're awesome.
Okay. Do you have a favorite one in particular that you have seen someone wear? I'm cornering now.
I think that if it's a slutty Halloween costume, across the board, they're all fine.
Okay.
I don't think there's a bad one. If it's slutty Halloween costume.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it's just they're slutty, so yeah.
Yeah. It's
And I'm
probably
not
very
calling
much
any-
clothes being worn. And
Right.
It's just like,
It just is what
fine.
it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not against this. Women, I love you. I'm on your side. I'm a girl's girl. I also have I ever worn a slutty?
You
Halloween
a damn
costume?
law.
What would you say was? The boxer one? I was in a sports bra. That's not slutty. It's just a less clothing. Yeah, that's all it is.
You've done a few
Yeah.
of those, I feel like.
I think there's ways to go about the slutty vibe, but still covering up, but making it like tight or whatever.
Uh-huh.
There's like ways to be like that in between.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Sounds hilarious.
You know what
Okay,
I
how
mean?
do I wrap it up from there? Because I feel like we shouldn't just end on slutty Halloween costumes. Yeah. I didn't do face tats because we already talked about it. But what do you think? Stay or go?
What, face tats?
Yeah.
I would say go.
And why would you say go?
But if you already have them, stay. But
Obviously,
it's like
yes.
I wouldn't. I don't think it's a great idea.
Yeah, you think most people regret it if they do it?
Mm,
We don't know. We can't say because
yeah,
look at our
I
faces.
can't-
We got nothing.
I wouldn't be able to say. I just
You
think,
don't have a friend who has one.
I do. I got a couple of friends that have them, but I don't know. It
Don't know.
just I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't think it's the smartest idea if you're just a nobody doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. So only if you're doing something with your life
If
can you
you're
get a face
financially
tat.
stable and you got something good going for you and it's gonna be long term, do whatever the fuck you want. But
Mhm.
maybe, if you're still figuring out your life, maybe just wait for the face tats.
Wait for the. We didn't
You
get
can-
any goes from you. I think you said stay to everything.
No, I said go on the face tats. Unless you already have them on your face.
Duh. Except then stay. Right. Okay. All right. So we are going to shout out your ats. Where can people find you?
At Dubbygotbars.
Spell. How do you spell Dubby?
All across the board. DUBBYGOTBARS.
You got.
Dubbygotbars.
Yes. Dubby got bars.
Any new music?
Any new music? Anything to promote? What do you got? I mean, this is again probably coming out early December. So anything towards the end of the year.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of. There's like an overwhelming amount of music, and I think there's just
man.
a lot of things in the works in regards to music.
Okay.
So I can't just be 100% certain because
Like you
things
said,
aren't, like,
it's not
scheduled.
fully done yet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's all there. A lot of things mastered, ready to go. Just need a kind of a game plan for how they're going to be dropped.
Okay.
Looking to do Cook Cabin 8 in August.
August 2024.
Yep.
Okay.
So looking to do that then, and maybe something smaller in relation to Cook Cabin in March. But yeah, I think the biggest release in relation to Cook Cabin will be early 2024. Will be the CC7
Cook Cabin 7
project, along with the singles.
I
coming
was
in
just
from
going
that.
to say, for those of you listening that have no idea what Cook Cabin is, could you please give a brief summary of what that is?
Indubitably. So Cook Cabin is a 5-day getaway
It's not a luxurious spa or anything like that, like where you're lounging.
It's not a spa, but it does have a jacuzzi. And that's what, I mean, but anyway, it's a creative getaway and up in the northern Georgia, Blue Ridge Mountains, where we have 25 artists and producers, 4 to 5 different studios, and we really just create and collaborate the entire week. We give away prizes. We shoot a lot of content, and it's definitely we have a chef that comes and cooks for everybody.
Yeah,
it's usually a big ass house, and it's just a whirlwind of activity and creation and fun. And what's cool about it is after the fact, unlike a lot of the other writers camps that happen, we'll actually be releasing and mastering and mixing a handful of the songs that are made, along with a bunch of other content. We do a lot of giveaways, a lot of prize giveaways. But yeah, it's a really fun time. And as of right now, we used to do it twice a year. I'm just aiming for August. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a dope thing to do if you're creative and you're serious about your music. Yeah,
that's a great
cookcabinatl.com. Check it out. It's fire.
There you go. There's another place to check that out.
That's another place that you can go to do something.
Yeah. Okay. We are wrapping it up. Thanks for coming on the Stereo Pod. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things. Okay. I've never had that before.
She hit me with the yellow lights. You wanna act like I don't know about it, baby, that's alright. Should I stay, should I go? I don't know if you bout it, baby, guess that's life. Said we can never get that right. I'm thinking that you love me, but you don't really want me. Like, should I stay, should I go?